Hello everybody, welcome back to another episode of Final Fantasy XIV. In the last part we went through patch 5.2, and for YouTube we ended up diving into under the ocean yet again, where we explored some more ruins. We learned some interesting stuff that's kind of like that still needs some answers, and yeah. Lots of things happened. With the end of 5.2, we can now finish the Eden raids. So let's get on with the final Eden raid sets. Good news, or at least it has the potential to be good news. I've received word from Master Urianger. Unfortunately, the message was thin on details. He has only requested that you return to the Crystarium and meet him at the Watering Stairs. Not the most likely of places for important meetings, but I suppose you might be able to squeeze into a pint or two while you're there. Alright. Let's go see, let's go check out what he wants, shall we? Honestly, I expected to get, at least for the first part, well, let me rephrase that. I wanted to finish the 5.2 and Eden tonight, and maybe the first part of that other storyline, but thanks to life getting in the way earlier today, that drained away like 3 hours, so that took a lot of time. And I don't think I'll be able to get to streaming at any point this weekend. The breaks at mine. Apologies for calling thee hither on such short notice. The matter I wish to discuss is of considerable import. If it's that urgent, wouldn't it be quicker to use those link pearl things Rain's been telling me about? These are the words best delivered in person. What's going on? Did something happen to the empty? Not that doth warrant our immediate attention. The elements are in a state of equilibrium, and the propagation of flora continues apace. So, what's this about then? So, as are aware, we are not of this world, hailing from what is referred to as the source. However, unlike Cecilla, Thacred and I exist only as ether given corporeal form. Our bodies remain on the source, though the thread that binds us to them would grow weaker with the passage of time. And if you stay here too long, you might never be able to return. Precisely. Now, with the wheels of change and the empty set in motion, we believe this is a fitting juncture to take our leave. We shall but regret not being present to see the transformation reach its completion. That hardly seems worth losing your bodies over, though. If you have to go back to your own world, who are we to stop you? I knew this day would come. You'll still have Gaia and Cecilla. I know that you'll see this through to the end. Together. We will. I may not be half the woman Philia was, but I have friends I can turn to. They may actually be brutally honest in their opinions at times. I would prefer to save their words and let their actions do the talking, but I wouldn't have it any other way. Just promise you won't turn into a crazy ice lady and try to kill me. Again. Though I can't say what the future might bring. No doubt Reed and Guy will need your support in the days to come. Alas, the mysteries surrounding the fairy are yet to be solved. Whether thou shouldst find the answers that thou seekest or nay, lend not thine ears to its honeyed words, for thy will is thine own. Never forget this. I won't. The time of our departure is at hand. Yet know that no matter where we may be, we ever shall pray for your success. With Urianger and Thancred set to lead the first, it seems wise to share this development with Yalfort, who will continue to oversee expeditions into the empty. Alright. You're back sooner than expected. Is everything alright? Oh dear, that's rather unfortunate. I dare say it's something jolly good important for them to leave in such a hurry. In any case, I wish them the best of luck, wherever their work may take them. I shall remain here and hold the fort, as it were, and make the necessary provisions should any further forays in the empty be required. Safe travels, Mistress Cecilla. Oh wait, pay no attention about what's going on with my XP bar, or my hot bar. This is a topic that I'm gonna get into later, at a later time. So pay no attention to it. All right, Yalfort. Empty promise. Cecilla, still the rumors of your knack of being in the right place at the right time are true. You see, we've just completed our preparations for another expedition into the empty. Miss Reen and Miss Gaia agree that it's high time we all went to see how things are coming along. Though I must say, being at their beck and call night and day does test my patience on occasion. Well, well, fancy seeing you here. Hello, you two. Cecilla! We were just getting ready for another ride on the Sky Slipper. Care to join us? There was one other thing I should mention before you depart. Now that the situation in Ulmore has settled down somewhat, my associates have made some headway in investigating your past, Miss Gaia. Is that so? I thought that's what you wanted. So did I, but I quite like the way things are now. Digging around my past might, I don't know, spoil it somehow. Besides, uncovering the truth behind the voice in my head and my strange powers is bound to be more interesting than whatever life I had in Ulmore. I understand. We'll find the answers together, just like we do everything else. Ooh. Did you make that necklace? I mean the nice crystal we found after the battle? I was sure it would have melted by now, but it seems Reen was right. And yes, we made it into a necklace. She insists that I have it, even though it doesn't suit me at all. Still, I suppose it makes a nice memento, so I keep it somewhere safe. Oh, come on, Gaia. It looked lovely on you. Wait, you're not embarrassed to wear it, are you? Don't be silly, of course not. In any case, I wouldn't want to lose it while we're in the empty. Unlike the coffee biscuits you brought along, I can't just go and buy another one. Ah! That's supposed to be a surprise for Cecilla. Huh. And in case you're wondering, I haven't been neglecting my training. I wouldn't want my skills to get rusty just because Thancred's not around. I'm ready for whatever lies ahead. Uriander would also be pleased to hear what you've had your head in those fusty old tomes. I've even done a bit of studying myself. After all, it's up to us to take care of the empty now. I'm looking forward to see how things have changed since our last visit. Come on, let's head over to the derrick. Alright, let's do it. Oh. Guess I just teleport over there. Faster. Alright, let's see what's changed over in the empty. We haven't been in the empty in a while. Lots of stuff happened between since our last visit. I don't suppose you fancy taking the helm this time. Wait, I'll pilot this time. Oh, I didn't realize you knew how. While you were out training, I was practicing with another skyscraper they have at the Crystarium. Really? That's fantastic. Hardly. You've been pulling more than your own weight, and I just want to do what I can to contribute more. So you two can sit back and relax and leave it to me. Alright. There's no need to look so apprehensive, you know. Let's get going, shall we? I mean, I'll trust your driving skills. I'll trust your driving skills then. Still looks like a barren white wasteland. It's so strange suddenly seeing you at the controls. Why didn't you tell me you'd been practicing? Oops, that's not what I want to do. No! I thought I'd surprise you, that's all. Well, consider me surprised. All this time I thought you were only good for smashing things with your hammer. Huh. I'll bring that up again and you can walk the rest of the way. I best behave. I wouldn't want to get stranded in the empty and miss the festival. What festival? I suppose this is the first you've heard of it. You haven't actually been keeping it a secret, but it's still in the planning stages. You see, the return of the night sky has brought lots of changes, and while everyone is glad, the reality is it's also been quite stressful having to adapt to a new way of life. Seeing how hard our elders are working to keep the Crystarium running, youths like myself came up with the idea of hosting an event as a way of expressing our appreciation. Once we return to the empty, from the empty, I'll be helping as one of the organizers. Ew. I'd offer to help, but I think you have everything in hand. I wouldn't be so sure about that, but I'd try my best to make it. A success. If everything goes well, all you need to do is turn up and enjoy yourself. How about you, Gaia? Would you like to help with the festival? What's that? I haven't been listening. My leg is cramping up a bit. Piloting this thing must have made me more tense than I'd realized. Let us take over. No, I'll be fine. Well, as long as you're sure. But if you feel like switching places, just say the word. All right. Oh. No. How can this be? Uh-oh. I think that explains it. What's going on? Ew, what's going on? What's happening with the crystal? Light. Does this mean there's still too much of it in the empty? I'm not expert, but this might be a result of losing control when you restore the ice element. Even though I tried to use darkness to hold back the light spilling forth, it seemed it wasn't enough. Then we're back to where we started. This is all my fault. No, Rain, you mustn't blame yourself for this. Uh-oh. You've returned to me. It's the voice. Restore the darkness while you still can. A familiar voice, an inescapable fate, the promise of salvation at the precipice of ruin. In the remnants of a lost past, I would find my truth. Oh boy. Fear the dark! Restore darkness. What did you say, Gaia? Restore the darkness to the world flooded by light. Oh, that's it. We thought we'd restore the balance to the 6 elements, but perhaps they're too strongly aligned with the light? If that's the case, maybe we can set things right by using darkness. By using darkness? Are you serious? But hold on. It might actually work. Gaia, that's a brilliant idea. I wouldn't go that far. I just remembered what I learned during our adventures, that's all. But does this mean we'll need to call... This does mean we'll need to call on your services again, if that's alright with you. We've come this far, we'll see our mission to the end. To Eden's core. Let's do it. Let's do it. Away we go. Right, let's get started. But, were there any primals aligned with darkness? I can't seem to recall any. You mean there isn't one? No, not really. The Askin's god Zodiac might be suitable, but we need something that Cecil has already actually encountered, and preferably defeated. Well, does it have to be a primal for it to work? If it's just a lot of darkness that we need, perhaps there are other ways to get it. You may be right. What we ultimately need is a state of highly charged darkness. It shouldn't matter what form it takes. Does anything come to mind, Cecil? I know a few voices that would fit the bill. The creatures are unleashed while under the figure's control. If we were able to summon one powerful enough, it just might work. The cloud of darkness. I can't imagine how powerful it must have been. I'd say we found the perfect candidate. But where do we find a suitable place, one where darkness is strong? It won't be an easy in a world flooded by light. Well, we've got the Word of Darkness and the Oracle of Darkness right here. It seems like a good enough spot to me. But what about the light ether that's all around us? That's where you come in. You can suppress the light while I draw out the darkness. By combining our powers, we can make it work wherever we want, wherever we are. Combining our powers. Yes, between us, there's nothing we can't achieve. Don't be afraid, Gaia. I'm not afraid, just very concerned that this will go all horribly wrong. Which is the same thing, I suppose. Anyway, it's certainly not easy coming up with these plans by ourselves. That's true, but when this is over, we can reward ourselves with all sorts of delicious treats at the festival. Festival? What do you mean? You spoke about it on the way here, remember? I asked if you wanted to take part. I was busy piloting the sky super, so I probably wasn't paying attention. Oh, well, not to worry. We can talk about that later. Right now, we've got a job to do. I'll draw out the ambient ether. And I'll shift its element to darkness. Now, Cecil, focus your thoughts. Memories of the cloud of darkness enshroud your mind. Good. Eden's promise. Alright. Let me uncheck that because I don't need it anymore. Vows of virtue, deeds of cruelty. Let me see. More Final Fantasy VIII themes.
疑似を一生間開始するわ。
やったね、カイア。成功したよ。
All right. All right, let's do it. I defeated this thing before, defeat it again. Ah, I got pushed off. Well, shit. Forgot about the knockback. Shall engulf everything in our shadow. Oops. Again, pay no attention to what's going on with my hotbar. I'll be talking about what's going on with that at a later date. That date is not now. Alright, I wish people would stay around the squares. Oh boy. Oh, really? I got pushed down the tiniest crack. Whoa. Oh fuck. Right line there. I feel like this is like going incredibly slow. I don't remember this fight usually taking this long. Whoa! We out of that. That's not my action buttons. Oh God, I think it's using 3 hotbars again. Or cycling through 3 hotbars. Alright, well at least she's more she's not as ugly as the Cloud of Darkness that we know. Alright. We're out! That all went surprisingly well. Of course, we have Cessa to thank for slaying that ghastly creature. You're fantastic, Gaia. Anyone would think you're an old hand at this. You weren't so bad yourself. We make quite the team, don't we? We certainly do. I don't know about you two, but I'm itching to see what our hard work has paid off. Let's head back. Alright. Let's see if that did anything. Doesn't look like anything's changed. Planets are just as lifeless as they were before. Maybe the light's influence is still too strong? What happened? What in the world? Oh. Interesting. In fleeting hues and endless warmth, a gentle light washed over me. It's rainbows. Oh, it's a rainbow crystal almost. A glimmer of hope once lost. I guess I don't need the picture right now. I don't know what. Alright. We tipped the scales away from the light, I'm sure of it, but something's wrong. Very wrong. For 100 long years, I've waited for this moment. I knew it. You've been hiding inside Eden all this time. Ew. Ascian! Well, I'm not surprised. Who the hell are you? An Ascian. I'm Mitron, servant of Zodiark. The voice that has whispered to me all my life. Indeed, and thanks to you, I'm all but free from my prison of light. Does that mean Eden was once used to seal away an Ascian? Wait, that is Eden! An Ascian transformed into a Sin Eater! Seriously? Huh. I've heard enough about Ascians to know that they're nothing but trouble, but I never imagined that one of them was behind all this. I thought that restoring the darkness was my idea, but this was your plan from the very beginning. It was, but all it took was the slightest suggestion. The rest was entirely your own doing. Ah, my freedom was so close, I could almost taste it. Finally, my soul made a journey beyond the flesh to which I am yet bound. I knew you would come for me, Gaia. Don't flatter yourself. You've caused me nothing but pain. If I've helped you, it wasn't intentional. Even now, your memories elude you. Hearken unto me, Gaia, and remember. Great. In an age past, the world you know as the 13th was flooded as by darkness. Like ripples in water, the repercussions were felt in the other shards, none more so than here on the first. It became perilously imbalanced and susceptible to the influence of light. Were light to consume the first as darkness did the 13th, it would likewise become a lifeless void lost to our cause. We could not allow this mistake to be repeated. It was our duty to safeguard this world from the self-same fate. After a time, Emmett Silk conceived a plan to trigger a rejoining, utilizing the very light we had labored to keep in check, and tasked us with bringing the world plan to fruition. But at the last, we were thwarted by Ardbur and his companions. Though our resolve was strong, theirs was stronger still, and as we fell, so too was the light unleashed. For us, however, death is not the end. Though our bodies may perish, our souls live on, withdrawing but temporarily into the rift. Until you can find a new body to possess. I too have been reborn, but ere my soul could leave its corporeal form, Ardbert struck me with a blade with purest light, and that light enveloped my body and twisting it beyond recognition. Eden, the first Sinier. My soul felt such agony as I had never known, and then I knew no more. My instinctive state, influenced by Arbert's fervent desire to banish darkness, I unleashed a light burgeoning within me, and it spread as an all-consuming wave to every corner of the world. The flood of light. So that's how Siniers came to be. All would have been lost had not the one called Nymphilia appeared, halting the world's inexorable advance. You saved what little still remained of the world. In the process, she also restored to me a sliver of my consciousness, though I remained trapped in my altered form. Motionless, I was capable of only feeble whispering. Emmett Selk. Couldn't he have saved you? Perhaps he could have, if such had been his wish. Far easier, however, to simply find another piece of my fractured soul to replace me. From his perspective, there was no need to intervene and potentially disturb the balance of ether, so here I remained. So, after you failed, he let you here to rot. Some friend he turned out to be. Thus, abandoned, I called out to what seemed like an eternity to the only soul who could save me. You, Gaia. And all this time, you were calling me for help. Yes, but you had forgotten me. Forgotten our duty. Though vestiges of your true power remain, you could not wield it at will. Time went on by, and eventually change came. The light began to subside, and the dark of night returned. Gradually, my voice grew stronger until I was able to exert my will over you. You wanted me to free your soul from Eden, which is why you had me attack it. Another plan that ended in failure thanks to Cecila. Indeed. Thankfully, your subsequent attempts to restore this barren land allowed Eden to absorb more and more ether, aligned to closer to darkness, gradually eroding the cage of light that holds me. Owing to your most recent efforts, my mind is wholly my own once more, and I am able to project my image beyond those confines. Then all this time we've been helping to free an Ascian? That's a fine tale, but why should I care about any of it? What are you to me? Come with me to Eden's core. There all shall become clear. Wait! Oh boy. Phone call. Just realized something. If Eden had been absorbing all that rebalanced ether, then that must be why we struggle to restore life to the empty. I suppose we can think about it later, though. More importantly, it seems I've lost control over Eden, and most likely because of the Ascian. Ariandra specifically warned us not to be listening to the fairy's honeyed words, so we better think this through before we go rushing in. Oh, if only he and Thinker were here now. What are you talking about? I'm sorry, guy. I shouldn't be so quick to lose heart. What? No, it's not what I meant. Who are Urianger and oh. How could she not remember them? Wait, I know those people. I'm sure of it. But why can't I remember them? I thought something was strange when I mentioned the festival on board Eden. It was as you had no recollection of our earlier conversation. This is most likely connected to Mitron. Damn it all! What more is that thing going to take from me? To tell the truth, the thing that frightens me most is that you might forget about us. Well, you better do something about Mitron then. That won't happen. If every memory I lose, we'll make 2 more together. And if I need to know something, I can just ask you. Why not start by telling me about Urianger and Thancred? To be honest, my nerves are all jitter, so I need something to help me settle down before we confront Mitron. Urianger is probably the most intelligent person I know. He spends a lot of time reading, but he also says that he can't learn anything from books and encouraged me to go outside and see the world for myself. Sounds sensible to me. Much better to experience things firsthand than to read about someone else's. Like those coffee biscuits. No book could ever describe how good they taste. Is there anything else you can tell me about him, Cecila? He can walk in water until he can't. He's devoted to his study of prophecies. I mean, that's kind of true. Prophecies are funny things, if you ask me. If people know that that's oh, I skipped it. I wonder what Urianger would say to that. As for Thancred, he's the one who freed me from Yulmar. At first, I thought he was him as my knight in shining armor, but really, he was much more than that. We traveled all over Norvrot, and he helped me become the person I am today. He even gave me my name. He's an expert in infiltration, but his gift for song won the heart of many a fair lady, so he claims. Let's go with this. That would explain how he was able to sneak into Yulmar and rescue the damsel in distress, just like in the songs. I'm hardly a damsel in distress. Well, I suppose I was back then. But Thancred taught me how to survive and fight and survive. Actually, while we're on the subject, that gunblade over there belonged to Thancred. Oh. As far as the mementos go, it's a bit of a cumbersome side, but it reminds me of our adventures together. Even though there's a little chance I'll ever see him again, it still feels like he's here with me. Keeping your memories close. You know what? I should keep a diary. Even if I forget everything, at least I know I have something to look back on. It's a brilliant idea. Since we're going to make lots of new memories together, I could write in it too. As long as you improve your handwriting before you go scrawling all over it. I'd like your entries to be vaguely legible, if you don't mind. Of course, your ladyship. But before that, we've got an ass thing to deal with. Let's get this over with. Alright, give me 1 second. I gotta step away for 1 minute. Alright. Into Eden's core. Let's see what this Assine's up to. We came as you asked, so start talking. Myself or mere words won't offer something far greater. Eden will now afford you a glimpse of the past. More than a glimpse, in fact. It'll be as real as any of the foes yourselves have conjured forth. conjured forth? Wait, you don't mean perform a summoning, do you? I do. I shall recreate the battle of 100 years past, which pitted Arbor and his fellow warriors of light against their nemesis, the Shadowkeeper. Just as Emmett Selk recreated the final days of Emerald. Is that so? It seems much and more has occurred during my absence. No doubt he employed creation magics to breathe life into his recollections of the past. And what do you hope to achieve from this history lesson of yours? You shall see. You shall remember. Now your very soul will revisit that fateful day 100 years ago. Gaia, you can't trust my trend. If you do, you'll end up being manipulated again. Green. You're right. My days of being controlled by this demon are over. I have a new life now, and I won't let anyone take that away from me. My will is my own. You have no hold over me. This is all you're doing, accursed minions of light. I should be the one on her side, not you or anyone else. I will take you beyond the reach of your poisonous influence and keep her safe. Uh-oh. What have you done with Gaia? Nothing yet, but soon I will restore her to her true self, and you will help me to do so by conquering the adversary I present before you. Great! You're right. I knew it was risky to trust Ganassian, but we played right into Mitron's hands. Oops. We'll do whatever it takes to save Gaia. Agreed. There's no telling what kind of danger she's in, but whatever she is, I know she's giving her all. Even though we're apart, we'll fight as one. Together we'll bring an end to Mitron's wicked schemes. Looks like Mitron's grip on Ina is loosened somewhat. Perhaps to allow me to send you to the battlefield. Once you get there, don't let your guard down. While this may be a reenactment of a moment in history, the threat you face is very real. Whatever happens, you must make it through this. Gaia is counting on us. Alright. Next. Now we wait. Alright, the Shadowkeep, huh?
100年前の戦いの再現。ガイアの記憶とどう関係が？
No. Shadowkeeper. By your sacrifice, the warrior born, I will show you no mercy and expect none in return. Oops. the Shadow Keeper. There's no escape from me. Man, I gotta get used to using more than 2 hot bars. Ain't gonna fool me. Death stalks at every turn. She beat me to it. Oh, it's desync. That's why it's not reviving. My world consumed by darkness, the source of my power. walked right into that. Oh, brilliant. Fuck! I'm blasting into that. With that, yeah, I was too slow on that one. Alright, well, that was easy. So that's my 2 deaths. I don't need any of this. I'm out. Later. Martin's return guide to us, but I'm feeling this isn't over yet. It seems almost too easy to just... Right. The Wars of Light. The Shadow Keeper. I've seen all this before. Yes, you and I joined our powers as one to create the Shadow Keeper. We bore witness to his battle with the Warriors of Light. Our power? So I was there, and I wasn't alone. No, Gaia, it's not true. It can't be. How can you be there 100 years ago? Look deep inside you. You know it was real. Cast aside those worthless memories and embrace who you truly are. Worthless? Now I see. This is why you've been tampering with my memories ever since I was a child. Just so. And now I possess the means to purge them entirely. Your rebirth will finally be complete. You have no right to deny me a life, to rob me of what I hold precious. My memories may seem worthless to you, but not to me. I'll never be yours. My place is here, in this world, in this life, in this moment. Wherever my friends are, that is where I belong. You tell them. Girl. Then you would turn your back on our glorious past, on the lives we once lived. Any past I have shared with you is long gone. I live in the here and now, striving to build a better future, and I'll be damned if I let you take it away from me. To be reunited at long last, only to be shunned. But that I had died with you, to be reborn. Even without knowledge of your past, we may yet forge a future together. I'm sick of your riddles. Speak plainly or not at all. You and I fought the Warriors of Light as one, joined in both body and soul. When Arbor struck his final blow, the light tore through the bonds that held us. Though you perished, I was condemned to a far worse fate. My flesh became my prison, and I was cursed to remain here in abomination while you lived on with the others at your side. I will suffer it no more. You belong to me. I too was once held against my will, robbed of my freedom, to be trapped in alone for 100 years. I can't even begin to imagine the pain you must have felt. But that doesn't give you the right to deny Gaia a chance at happiness. We once knew happiness, true happiness, until fate conspired to tear us apart. I will never let that happen again. We shall be joined as one. My memory is yours, together for all eternity. Ew, guys, just insistent. The darkness! It's arising within me! Uh-oh. That mark! What is this? Why am I... Hold on, Gaia. Whatever it is, you mustn't give in. Who are you? Ooh. Yes, yes! Now nothing will keep you from me. I am yours and you are mine. Oh boy. We are one. We remember. So it's true. Gaia is really a reincarnated Ascian? The girl he once knew is no more. The Ascian who held the Sea of Logriff is all that remains. Gaia is her true name. Man, what a time to have a headache. Oh, Logriff, how long has it been? How long has it been? How long have I dreamed of this day? Ooh. Is that you, Matron? Forgive me, I didn't recognize you. As my defense, my memories have only recently been restored. My mind is still a little hazy. Howdy surprising. No matter how many times we were reborn, it is disorienting to have everything change around you. Even so, I immediately recognize your resplendent soul, and I cling to the hope that one day you'll likewise remember mine. You'll always were a forgetful one. I could never forget you, try as I might. Tell me, what do you know of my past? I admit my memory may need refreshing. You served together as members of the Convocation of 14, dedicated to the summoning of Lord Zodiark. Although the task assigned to you eventually fell to Elidibus. Yes, I remember. Amidst the chaos and despair, you never left my side. My loyal protector. But in the end, it was in vain. I was powerless to prevent Highland from tearing our world asunder. So I heard from Emmett Cell. He labored to make our world whole again. That's why he restored my memories so that I can play my part. Our part. Alone we struggle, but by joining your power with mine, we may yet succeed. My power? You always were one for flattery. Oh, I assure you, I'm quite sincere. It would be my honor to serve the cause alongside you, and I shan't take no for an answer. The honor is mine, for as much as I chide and tease you, you are everything to me, my inspiration. When I'm with you, I fear nothing. Promise me that we'll never be parted again. I promise. Even should fate conspire to separate us, I'll reach out to you wherever you may be. And I will come running. Ugh. I guess that explains it. We were destined to find each other, to awaken our buried past and be reborn anew. Though our brethren employed crystals to return sundered souls to their office, without them, such a feat was beyond my reach. But by becoming one in mind and body, my memories are yours. At last, you have awoken. Now the time has come to restore our world to the utopia it once was. Let Gaia go. You are not worthy to speak that name. If you must call her anything, use the name chosen by her parents if you know what that is. No. To me, her name is Gaia. And nothing you say about her makes any difference to me. I don't care if she's an Ascian. She's my friend. Was your friend. Never again will she answer to your cries. We'll break the shackles that bind her. You wicked schemes have come too far. We're taking Gaia back. Accursed servants of light, you will not tear us apart again. What is this? Visions in my mind? A summoning? All your hopes and fears turned against you. There is no escape from your past. Bruh, do you know how many Ascians I've killed? You mean nothing to me. You're just another Ascian to add to the roster list of deaths. Like the primals. No, my memories. They're being used to fuel a summoning. Is this how it feels to have the fairy inside my mind? I think Gaia had to endure it for so long. You're right. However bad this is, it's nothing compared to what she's going through now. But the summoning really is based on my hopes and fears. I will most likely create a foe like you've ever fought before. Whatever it may be, I believe in you. We'll find a way through this. I know it. Anamorphous. Alright. Alright. Alright, what monstrosity am I fighting now?
これはユーレモアの監獄と。
The Fate Breaker. No.
たとえ何が立ちふさがろうとも。
It's got gunblades. That's supposed to be Thancred. It's Thancred mixed with Ranji. It is Thancred.
これが私が思う最強の存在。あの獣がソイルの魔力を。
キル行かせはしない落ちろ苦しみから解き放つ行かせはしない落ちろ
Yo! That electrocution hurts! Oh, shit, dude!
降臨よ来たれ
降臨からエーテルの高まりを感じます
Good lord, that's...
構えよこの技が見切れるか我が血を受けし獣よ
Stream's lagging just a little bit. Fuck.
こいつを試すとしよう
I don't know if it was just the video.
トイレに光の力を込めたようです
タッチキル行かせはしない落ちろこの光は我が希望全ての罪を食らい尽くす
光が強すぎて気配を探れない
Whoa! All right. Get out of here, you faker.
我が娘の行く明日に祝福を。
Well, at least he's running that point. You ain't the thinker that I know. Give me those comms! So, this is the way of the Asians, to use the memories of loved ones against us. That fragmented souls should triumph over... I skipped it. That inferior beings such as you should succeed in which we failed. It defies all logic. Now's your chance! Guy is still in there. Find and free herself from Logan's will. Even now, you would defy us. We will remove every last vestige of your meaningless mortal existence. Uh-oh. Guy's memories are being destroyed. Impurities must be purged. We shall begin by erasing you from her past, and then by your deaths erase you from her future. There is no place for you in our utopia. We may be mere mortals, our soul is fragmented, but our existence is not meaningless. And you should understand this. Before you woke as an ASEAN, you lived as one of us. You had your own memories, and surely they mean something. The lives you led can't all have been from nothing. To we who have have known perfection, there are none less than nothing. Compared to yours, our lives may seem insignificant. Nevertheless, we lived them to the fullest, and although it may take us 1,000 years, we have the potential to build a world where every bit as wonderful as yours. And you won't allow us a chance to live our own lives and forge our own future? Whatever you forge will inevitably crumble to dust, but we are immortal, our legacy eternal. If our world cannot be made complete as it once was, we will create a perfect moment that shall last forever. By our hand shall our paradise be made, where there is no beginning and no end. Eden's absorbing enormous amounts of ether. This rate, the whole world will be drained. Light and darkness, the true elements of nature are all in harmony. Sublime utopia where time has no meaning. We shall become one with Eden, free to live in peace for eternity. No! Gaia! There's only one thing for it. I'll try to disrupt the balance of ether and create an opening for you. We can't let it end like this. It's up to us to save Gaia. My turn. It's all about love, friendship, and courage. All right, the last Eden. Well, assuming they take the DPS queue up. They can queue up, are they? They're AFK. Sucks to be them. Oh. Hell is this thing?
エデンを真なる理想郷に。
まだ彼女の意識は残っているはず。必ず一緒に明日を迎えよう。ガイア。
There's no checkpoint either, so back to the beginning.
理想郷では我らこそ唯一の存在。過去未来として今この時を永遠となす。世界の記憶を解き放とう。改変される。なぜそっとしておいてくれない。 装兄弟、お前たちは必要ない。その存在ごと記憶の彼方に消し去ろう。
ガイアの記憶につなぎます。思い出を守って。
Alright, bye platform.
邪魔よ。
すごくサクサクだね。
意外といけるじゃない。
でしょ。ほらもう一個半分ずつしよう。
もろく儚いもの。
どうして欠けたクッキー。
思い出から私だけが消えていく。
虫けらめ。
ねえ見て、ネックレスにして正解。
すっごく綺麗。絶対ガイアに似合うよ。
私がつけるの？だってこれはリーンだ。
言わせたいか。
氷のネックレス。なんでこんなもの。
このままじゃガイアの心が空っぽに。
目障りね。
この口紅どうかな。
やだ、それじゃ私と一緒じゃない。リーにはこっちの色の方がいいな。私のじゃない。誰か。
そんなガイアの思い出がもう。
理想郷から去れ。
Alright.
今こそ調和がもたらされる。活性と停滞の極み、希望のそのエデン。
Tries again.
記憶から消し去れぬとでも。希望のそのにほころびが。記憶に苦しむがいい。 再生する。
Oh boy. Oh boy, there we go. Yep, there we go. Fuck. It was a little too close near the end.
流れていく
Good lord. That was a minion. $49? No, I'm not gonna win that. This is what you need to get the fire 20 weapon for tomes. Need 7 of them, I believe, unless you shortened it. I'll have to pop over Yulmore and see. Oh, I actually got it. Nice. A minion I don't have on my main. We did it! She's free at last! Or at least that's how it seems. She won't wake up. Gaia, I don't know if you can hear me, or if you can even remember who I am, but just give me a sign that you're alright. Please say something, anything. You brought her back once before, you can do it again. You're right, Tesla. I mustn't lose hope. Wait, what's this? It's a necklace, but she said she left it back in the crystarium. Maybe she likes it a lot more than she lets on. I suppose it does a whole lot of memories for both of us. Wait, there might be a way we can use this to bring her back. Try calling Gaia's name? Really? I gotta do this? Seriously? Why am I doing this? Why am I the one that has to do this? God damn it. Gaia! Oops, that's not Gaia at all. That's not the right button either. And neither is that. Oh my god. My god, controller, please! Gaia, we're right here beside you. Come back to us. She can hear us. I know she can. Now all we can do is pray that she'll return. Ooh. Take that, I guess. Oh yeah, I should take the picture, shouldn't I? Gaia, I know you're in there somewhere. If you're lost, I'll find a way to reach you. I swear it. And she's lost in darkness again. Great. Girl, you need a map. Oh, fuck. Where am I? Mitron, I'm finally free of you, it seems. Ah, dearest Gaia, that fate should part us once more. Still, this is what you wanted. There's no need to be quite so upset about it. What do you mean? You've been released from Eden, free to reborn. Perhaps one day fate will bring us together again in another life. After all, you've already made me once, in spite of everything. Or made me. Where the hell did I get... How the hell did I get made from found? I might even be the one to find you. I fear you'll come to forget me. To forget the times we shared. Perhaps. After all, memories are such fragile things. That's why I'm planning on keeping a diary. Even after I'm gone, my memories will live on. For future generations to discover. Yes, they'll read the tale of the girl bound by fate and her loyal protector arrived in her hour of need. Ew. Perhaps you might leave out the part where that protector was the one who needed saving. You've gone strong, Gaia. If I'd found you sooner, then maybe... No, wait! Don't leave me! Too late. Until we meet again, Artemis. We got a name. Whose name did I just... Well, never mind that for now. I need to get out of here. Wherever here is. I feel as though there's somewhere I'm supposed to be, but I can't for the life of me remember where. I'll wander in the darkness. Oh, they did it. Oh, I recognize this. This is the whole thing with Final Fantasy VIII was Squall. Where Squall ended up in some weird, fucked up place. An ending I still I barely understand. This is exactly what happened with Squall. There goes the staggered feet. And what's this? Is this ice? It certainly looks like it, but it doesn't seem to melt. And shines so brightly. I've seen this before. That's it! There was a girl. But what was her name? Reen? Gaia! Reen! I can hear you! I can hear you in the darkest darkness. I can't find my way out of here. Hold on, I'm coming for you. Sights open the dark. Ugh! It's all greenery! Look at the scene! You remembered. I could never forget you. Try as I might. Now this is the life of the empty that I want to see. So the ether that Eden had absorbed was returned to the land, and now, just like my trend, the empty can finally be reborn. God, I love this theme. Though it can hardly be called empty now, it's a utopia. What does the rest of the empty? What does the rest of the empty look like though now? This is where I could see a lot of potential for the first. With the empty now have life being brought back to it, I can see this place being expanded out a lot for future expansions. Like how Aosia got expanded out, I can see this place being expanded out quite a lot. Cause there's, and not to mention the other shards too. I still can't believe this is happening. It's a dream come true. I just wish the others were here to see it. Perhaps Gaia should pay them a visit and share the good news. Gaia? But how would you do that? Well, Asians can travel between worlds, can't they? I might be able to do it too if I found a way to use my Asian powers. It may prove a bit trickery. Maybe a bit trickery now that I'm separated from my twin, though. Well, to be honest, I'd like it if you stay in this world at least for a while. You still have so much to do together after all. Actually, I wanted to ask something. When you say the others, do you mean Thancred, the Bookworm, Oriander, your knight in shining armor? Oh, she remembers them too. No, it's the other way around. Oh, is it? Well, she kind of remembered. Seems like memory's been even less reliable than it was before. The main thing is the whispering in my head has stopped, so I shouldn't have any more bouts of amnesia. Even so, there's a part of me that'll miss hearing the fairy's voice. I know how you feel, Gaia. Anyway, we've all been through a lot, so why don't we head back to civilization for some much-needed rest? Alright, leave the piloting to me. Look at this place, man. Seeing this place really makes me want to know what the first will look like fully restored. I can understand that keeping the sky slipper here allows us to save fuel from traveling all the way back to Mortsuk, but can we just carry a bit extra? It's not easy crossing the desert in these heels, you know. I seem to remember you weren't too enthused when I suggested buying some nice, sensible walking boots. Come to think of it, maybe we just rest here for a while. You must be tired after all that piloting. I'm fine. Besides, I had the two of you to keep me company. I was over before I knew it. Taking the scenery with the wind in my hair really helped clear out the cobwebs. Perhaps I should see what beginning my own sky slipper. What? You can't just buy one. Even if you could, that'd cost a fortune. Oh, I'm sorry. That must be my Umoran upbringing speaking. I'll have you know, I'm almost as comfortable in more humble surroundings, like Mortsuk, for example. That reminds me, it's time we made our way there and we told y'all Ford about, well, everything. Nice. Oops, that's not what I wanted to do. No! I wonder if it's reflected. Probably not. I highly doubt it's reflected. I don't know if you can actually see the... Yeah, no. It's still like a barren white wasteland. Welcome back. I take it all is well in the empty. It is now. Not everything went quite as we planned, but to put it mildly, but we managed to revive the ambient ether. Now all we need to do is wait for the changes to become widespread. Truly? Wonderful. Just wonderful. I shall share the tidings with our inner circle. And perhaps it is time more people knew of our expeditions as well. Of course, we'll continue to monitor the situation, but I'm sure it won't be long before we can allow members of the Sinister and make their own forays into the empty. I'm pleased to see that I say that I too have good news to share. Our investigators in Yuma have finally found information pertaining to Gaia's true identity. Really? As it pertains to a matter of private nature, the information is being treated as highly confidential, so I haven't actually looked at it myself. But I can imagine it includes Gaia's real name. To be honest, I'd prefer not to know. But why? You see, I've come to learn a lot about my past, even before my life in Yulmore. I know now that I'm a reincarnation of Logorith, an Ascian, and Mitron, the one who transformed into Eden, was someone very special to me. For 100 years, Mitron called out to me in the hope we'd be reunited, but there was no answer. Even so, Mitron held on to those precious memories of our life together and stopped at nothing to make them a reality once more. I know now that Mitron wanted the same as us, wanted the world to be as it once was. Yes, it's a shame that things turned out the way they did. In those 100 years of solitude, that dream became an obsession. I would have likewise succumbed to the darkness within if it were not for Reen and Sasla. If someone had been there for Mitron, who knows what might have happened. That's why from now on, I want to help those in need, to give their dreams a chance to come true. For me, the name Gaia symbolizes hope, and though each of our lives may be a drop in the great river of time, hope springs eternal. Gaia. So, I'm sorry. While I appreciate your efforts to find my past, I'm looking to the future as Gaia. No need to apologize, Miss Gaia. As long as you're happy, then so are we. Right. I expect my colleagues will be keen to turn their attention to the empty. If you'll excuse me, I have expeditions to arrange. Till next time. So, what will we do now? Come on, Reen. Don't tell me you've forgotten. The festival with the Crystarium, remember? And don't even think about leaving me out. I wouldn't miss it for the world. It's a happy ending all around. I like the Alexander story, but when it comes to like the 8-man raid stories, I think this is probably my favorite among all the other ones. Much like how the Alliance raid in this expansion was by far the best one, at least so far. Alright, this unlocks Savage. Alright, and that is the end of the Eden raid set. So, when we come back, we will head off to do the other storyline with Gaius that he had brought up. So, we'll do that next time. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you then. Later.